So hello, this video is quite unconventional, at least for my channel, compared to what content we were used to, but it is necessary. I am pretty sure that the audio and video as well quality is pretty low, but yeah, I will eventually one day I will finally have a good audio and video quality. It is mostly my laziness, my inability to invest more time into setting the microphone precisely and working on the quality of this content. In upcoming days, I will definitely rename the channel to something more fitting. I have yet no idea what it will be, but I am considering something like brutally honest lies of myself. Because I need to change the content of this channel. I will keep the old videos. I will keep them because of archivation reasons. Yeah. And I will someday get to gaming, but let's say that my psychical condition is getting out of hand, and I need to utilize even my hobby of creating videos to further improve my mental state. Okay. So I'm following a new therapist. I did not switch, I just added one more therapist who is actually my friend and who used to do therapy until they ran into some personal problems, which I will not discuss here. And I am following their more Eastern way of healing yourself. I hope that I would be able to introduce a new technique once in a while during these weird videos. I also hope that if you are suffering depression, anxiety, or bipolar disorder or anything like that, I hope that you may find some things that might help you as well. For me, these videos are going to be like homework, something to stay alive for, and not in the meaning of the tempting thought of unaliving oneself. I mean in the meaning of my personal progression, as I will most likely, although I like programming and I loved computer science since high school, I most probably won't be able to finish my bachelor's degree in computer science because of these mental problems. Yeah, so I hope that every day at 6 a.m. I will be. It's quite a challenge for me, as I am not very. I keep tilting my head to one side. Damn, I'm asymmetrical. Where was I? Yeah, I am. It will be quite a challenge for me. I'm not very. Let's have a breathe in and breathe out. Yeah, I'm not very good at following. I'm not very good at following such tasks like upload a video every day of yourself, even discussing such personal topics. But I feel like I need an anchor in my life, as my dream of being a computer scientist is slowly dying, and I need something to keep me like on top of the water. If yeah, it will be quite a hard thing to understand what I'm trying to say during these videos, as my English is just a B2, not oriented to these kind of things. So I am not very well trained when it comes to topics like mental health and so. Okay, so that's for the opening. That's for the opening. I'm right now thinking about what I'm actually thinking about, which sounds like nonsense, but it is important for me. I often don't know what I'm actually thinking. Like, the words go literally. Literally, I'm producing words without thinking about them, which is something that rendered to be quite useful when I was presenting a project that was undone, unfinished, and I needed to respond quickly to clients' questions about the project to seem more prepared than I actually was. But it is not always the best quality one can have. So the most primal technique of the Eastern school of punched the microphone. Actually, I should put it out of the way. The most primal principle of the Eastern I'm sorry, I'm looking for words. The Eastern point of view when it comes to mental health, at least according to what my good friend told me. The most primal principle is about like connecting every thought to its roots. So the type of exercise one should be doing every day is to turn attention to what you are feeling right now, and let the mind flow in the direction of the causes of these thoughts, if that is something you can understand. So I will, hopefully, I tried my best to make my room soundproof. I know this looks quite unstable, but the second layer is the door leading to my room, which I tried my best to soundproof. So hopefully I am not being hurt, as that is one of my basic fears. I am paranoid, as well as you will see in future videos. A lot of my how are they called? How are they called in English? Like mental signs or typical patterns in my mind, which are a sign of ill thinking. Yeah. Let's try the first exercise, which I'm trying to capture on video today, and that is aiming your attention to just one thought or the most intense emotion I'm feeling, and then elaborating on what might have caused it. Like right now, the most present feeling in my body is definitely the tension from the tension coming from the camera looking at me, and myself doubting whether I should or should not upload a video that is discussing such sensitive topics about myself. How could it influence my future career, and so on. It doesn't sound like an emotion when I say tension. Tension is a symptom, a tension on my chest and in the area of my stomach. That's a very common symptom of a lot of intense emotions, or also a symptom of the complex thing which we call anxiety, for example. But what are these emotions? Well, definitely fear. For myself right now, it's definitely fear. And yeah, this is, I know it will feel very cringe and very stupid for a lot of you viewers, so please click off this video. I'm not trying to be any kind of spiritual medium or anything like that. It's just myself in this room, and let's think about the processes in my mind. Right now I feel very intense fear. When I talk about it, I start to also feel the because I most likely connected, even in English, the word fear to something horrifying that is very, that makes my body in need to prepare for battle. So I feel my skin like having goosebumps. I feel my sense of audio input. How is that called? Hearing being enhanced, and my surround awareness is, let's say, my attention when I started to talk about fear and how I am feeling it, although the fear was most likely caused by the how's that called? Traumat. You know, when a lot of people are looking at you, even though through a lens of my computer and a microphone that is hopefully out of view. That was the fear I was feeling, but it is important to take the emotion or symptom of your anxiety or your disorder and connect it to other potential causes, connected, basically the principle of how to heal yourself through just talking about yourself is to strongly connect your neurons to each other. Yeah, that sounds very cringy. How to describe it better? Basically, in computer science terms, you have a mesh type network of neurons in your head, and the ideal state that you want to reach is a full mesh, which means every neuron is connected to each other with its correct value. By saying correct value, I mean that like you having very interconnected brain with wrongly set values of neurons can lead to panic attacks. Yeah, for example, you are afraid of people and you have a panic attack in a room full of people because somehow your brain incorrectly connected the feeling, the input resulting in the thought of, yeah, there is a lot of people around me, and it directly with a high weight connects to the center that produces intense fear symptoms. Yeah, I'm not a doctor, sorry, I am describing it very vaguely, and please do not cite me and do not take my words as truth, please. If you want to use anything that I have told you or will tell you during these videos, please fact check it. I am not. I am staying away from the responsibility of misleading information, basically. It is my own opinion, my own view of how things works. Yeah, I may add, oh, it is now a lot brighter. Okay, so we were, or I was originally working with the thought of fear, but the fear is probably gone right now. So let's have a deep breath and think about what is going on in my head. I feel tired and sleepy, and I most likely feel tired and sleepy not because I'm basically resisting to yawn. Very sorry for this. It is 3 a.m. right now, and the usual thought or the usual progression of your thinking when I'm talking about being tired is, wow, Prokop, it's 3 a.m. and you are wide awake. Of course you are going to feel tired. So this way of thinking suggests exhaustion because of time I'm awake, and maybe suggesting the what's that called, the cycle, the meridian cycle, or how that's called, basically the time machine, the clock inside your brain telling you, or inside your body telling you that, wow, it is night time, so you should sleep. The problem is I feel recently I feel tired every single day, every single second. Whatever I'm doing, I'm feeling tired. I feel the desire to lie in my bed and don't do anything, because if I'm not doing anything, I cannot do anything wrong. That is a very, like, I'm looking for words. I'm sorry, my English, as I've said earlier, is not on the level it should be for making such videos. Let's say that the pattern of thinking, wow, you should go to sleep, you are tired, you should go to sleep, and just because while sleeping, while lying in bed, you are not dealing with any stress, you are not dealing with your future, you are basically non-existent in this world, you are existing in your dream world, and there are no obligations, no compulsory things, no tasks, no homework, no schoolwork, no usual work that you do for money. And that is a pattern which, again, just in my humble opinion, and not something that should be taken literally. And I lost it. Lost the thought, the chain of thoughts. Let me reset and finish the conversation I was having with you. Yeah, the pattern which suggests to you that you should not do anything is a pattern, in my opinion, when if it like possesses your mind, that's what we call depression. And by no means I am saying that depression would be the fault of people who are having it. That is not what I am saying. I am saying that from my point of view, from what I've seen and heard, the pattern which forces you to not do anything in your mind, because it is the like you are always evaluating what to do. Basically every task in your life is a risk situation, a small risk or a high risk situation, and your brain is to decide which activity feels the best, and that is what it tries to force you to do. And then you have also your will to basically stand against your intentions, your brain's intentions, but sadly your will can be lowered to have minimal impact, and it is not your fault. It is an illness that has to be somehow treated. And one of the ways, although it is the hardest thing to do, and I know it because I am trying to do it right now by recording this video, is to stand against your brain's principle that is telling you, wow, you have everything you need, just stay in one place and don't do anything, because that's the best feeling. When your brain evaluates that something is good for you, you feel it. When you imagine the situation, you feel good because it is releasing dopamine and other substances, which, sorry, my education levels are very limited. Yeah, but basically, well, an ice cream, your brain thinks, wow, energy and proteins, maybe protein like milk, something I like, release dopamine, thought of ice cream, wow, I must eat ice cream. The same with going to sleep. Sorry for the stuttering in my voice, or in my speech in general. And there have to be some other motivations which are, over time, they are destroyed, and you have to basically remake them, which is hard to do without will. And here we are looping and looping, and right now inside my head, which feeling is it inducing? It is inducing fear, but also not the fear, not the type of fear I was feeling 15 minutes ago. It's right now the fear of helplessness, the feeling that you cannot do anything, you cannot change it. And yeah, it's producing sadness. I'm trying to grasp what it is doing with my body when I'm thinking about this. It is quite intense, but I suck at describing these things. I suck at turning my attention towards them because I'm very much a beginner. The fear of helplessness, the fear of bad future, it is connecting the thought to how will I live in a few months or years. It intensifies the fear with the thought of where will I work. My mind is imagining a lot of fictional places, like where my friends work. I'm also imagining my fictional predictions of what the possible co-workers may be. Yeah, and see, the chain of your thoughts is eventually connecting to something. In my case, it is connected to the experience of having bad colleagues or bully colleagues or colleagues that I could not understand, where we were basically on different notes. We could not communicate. Yeah, and that's it. Did I change anything? Apparently not. But with this information, I would like to end this video. When and I know which information I would like to present you, but I am lacking vocabulary to tell you actually. We apparently changed nothing, or I changed nothing while talking during the last few minutes about the chain of thought that started with helplessness, went over my school experience, my fictional work experience, and in the end it connected towards my real experience from school and preschool, kindergarten, or how do you call it in English? And by pronouncing it, by vocalizing it, by saying it to my webcam and uploading it as a video, I did not change anything apparently, but it made the connection of the chain of thoughts in my brain. It hopefully made it more clear for my brain. It hopefully made it more interconnected, and thus when a next situation comes in my life where I will be presented with this kind of fear of helplessness, it will not go right through the chain to the bad feeling, but it will start as a bad feeling, but then hopefully connect faster to the thoughts. Oh, you are basically fearing your previous school experiences when you were a different person, when you were a person who's skinny, who has about a meter long hair, who has beard and mustache. You were a different person who smelled differently, worn different clothes and so on and so on. So there is no point of fearing. As a single exercise, is a single day of exercising, it obviously changes nothing. But hopefully I will hopefully manage to inform you about my progress every day. So have a good night.